Hi guys, and welcome back today again in a different location. Bitcoin is moving again to the upside. And the big question is there a squeeze coming in either direction? I'm gonna show you what I believe is going to happen because I believe there is a squeeze coming. And I'm going to show you exactly what I believe, where the squeeze is going to happen and how much time we have left until it's actually coming. If you think that is interesting, make sure that you subscribe to the channel, like this video, and also activate the bell so that you will never miss out on these really important updates, especially when we get a squeeze. And now let me show you what I have found. First of all, I want to start off here with the 3-day chart. And what I want to show you is that I'm not surprised that Bitcoin got here at the first attempt rejected. And remember, I also told you guys, I am not expecting Bitcoin directly to smash through the prior all-time high here. And that's also what we obviously not did, and came down here again. Now, what I believe is going to happen next year is that Bitcoin will start touching this here multiple times and then eventually breaks through this. But from where do I actually take the confidence that this might be the next play here? Really easy, because this is not the first time that I see something like this. Where did I see this before? I saw this actually in the last cycle. In the last bull run, we saw the same thing here. From the all-time high in 2017, here. Look at this. We came up here at this resistance, at this prior all-time high. Let me actually zoom in here a little bit more. We touched it 1, 2, 3, 4 times before we actually broke through that. So on the 4th attempt, Bitcoin was breaking through to the upside. But in the meantime, we were consolidating in that area here for around 3 to 4 weeks before we saw a breakthrough. So this could be happening now again, but in the meantime, while we are consolidating for Bitcoin, we're most likely going to see altcoins completely going crazy. Yesterday was a really, really crazy day. I made so much money, even though I was between meetings and packing and everything, but it was crazy, guys, really, really crazy. So, and now, like I said, I believe that here we are going to see the same thing again. We saw in the last cycle some consolidation and then a move higher for a Bitcoin. The other reason why I believe that Bitcoin is still going higher over the next couple of weeks is the money that BlackRock is sitting on. Only BlackRock, as an example. Just want to give you the example here of BlackRock. BlackRock has a total AUM, assets under management, of over $10 trillion. And BlackRock said they are planning to allocate, once the spot ETF is approved, around 5% of their portfolio to the Bitcoin spot ETF. So this was a couple months back when I said this. So now they're actually doing it. Let's run here some simple math to understand for how long they can basically buy as much as they actually want. You take here, so this is 100,000, 1 million, 10 million, 100 million, 1 billion, 10 billion, 100 billion, 1 trillion, $10 trillion. $10 trillion. You multiply this with 5%. So now you have here $500 billion that they can buy. How much are they buying every day? So they buy an average for $500 million, if I'm not mistaken. This is 500,000, 5 million, 50 million, 500 million. They can do this for 1,000 days, guys. They can just keep going and going and going. But I think I made a mistake there. Did I make a mistake there? No, I think I made not a mistake here. But let me just check with Google. Yeah, I was right. So 1,000 days. They can keep going for 1,000 days until they actually have satisfied potentially the client demand. So it means 3 years. They can keep going for 3 years before they basically say, okay, everybody has bought now that is under our management. So now you have to understand, it's not only BlackRock, so there are more ETFs. There are 8 other ETFs that are also buying. So that is the crazy part about this. So this can still go on for a really, really long time. But again, I found here something which is pointing to a squeeze. Here also, when we're going here to Twitter, you see BlackRock spot Bitcoin ETF acquired over 778 million worth of Bitcoin on Tuesday, so 2 days ago. And that was the highest inflow for BlackRock that we have seen so far for an ETF. It was 10,000 BTC. Now, let's start talk about the squeeze that I'm seeing here. On the 12-hourly chart, we see that Bitcoin also starts ranging here after this crazy 15% move to the downside into that support area here. The indicators have completely reset. The stochastic is at the bottom. The RSI is going sideways up, kind of grinding up here. And here, everything is pointing to more upside. The same on the daily chart. So we have almost completely reset here, and the Bitcoin price is just going sideways, which is amazing. Now, before I go into the actual squeeze, I wanted to remind you, for that trade on BYBIT. I'm using BYBIT all the time. You still get $30,000 there if you sign up with my specific link. And also on Margex, you can copy trade me and just follow the strategy that I implement, and it will directly one-to-one copy what I do. So which is amazing. No other copy trading platform is doing something like this. And otherwise, if you cannot use BYBIT, use BITGET or Phemex. And if you just want traditional copy trading, then go to FAIRDESK. There you get the highest bonus in the industry. $120,000 is available there, but only with the links in the pinned comment below and in the description of the video. Now let's talk about the squeeze that I'm actually seeing here. On the 30 minutes chart, you see that Bitcoin is sitting under this resistance at $6,500 approximately, roughly. Once Bitcoin is breaking through this, we are going to see a small squeeze. Again, we could potentially move a little bit higher to 70,000 or something, but I still don't believe that we completely blast for the stars at that moment, so I don't believe that, because it would be too quick. We're gonna do this multiple times, and maybe every time we get a little bit higher or do something like this here, then we come up here and then actually we break through. There's something like this. That's what I expect. But you see the range gets really, really tight here on the 30 minutes chart for Bitcoin. So this is going on for 8 hours already, that we're in a super narrow range here of like $500 for Bitcoin. Hence why I believe that a short squeeze is imminent here to the upside. Oh, now I said it already. I'm going to show you why I believe there's a short squeeze coming. First of all, the RSI is going up. The stochastic is about to print a buy signal, and the MACD is about to bounce off the signal line, which tells me that there is continuation coming for Bitcoin. So, but the other thing is the funding rates, they're completely reset. So we were orange, which I have never seen before, because we never needed it. And now we are here in the green, really, really nicely, completely reset. And now here on the liquidation levels, that is the key to that short squeeze. We see that some shorts are coming back in here, at least on BYBIT, but not as much as I'm going to show you now on the heat map. And just beneath us are some long positions, but also not a lot. But now let's also analyze here that V-shaped recovery. A fully V-shaped recovery is completed when we are breaking the neckline of it, and we are close to do so. I believe this is going to happen today at some point, that we are breaking this neckline, and this will be also your potential next long entry. So you had opportunity, or you maybe get another opportunity here around 65,788 to enter. And if you cannot enter there because you don't get the pullback, enter at $67,700. And the target is $70,000, guys. $70,000 is the target. It's again is a 5% move more or less for Bitcoin. Put 20x leverage on it. It's 100%. To the upside, and then here this lower entry becomes the stop loss in that case. So that is a 1.5% stop loss more or less. With 20x, it would be like 30% to the downside. That's the next trade for Bitcoin that I'm looking at. Now here on the liquidation heat map, you will understand why I believe that there's short squeeze coming, because here you see a lot of liquidation levels for high leverage shorts, and they're really close to each other, which makes it such cannon fodder for everybody that wants to push the market higher, you know. So the pigs go to slaughter, you know. So look at this here. So here is like 162 million, 152 million, 167 million, and that in a range of like $1,500, you know. So this is for Bitcoin, not even. So yeah, it's like a 2% move for Bitcoin. Is it a 2%? Yeah, it is a 2% move for Bitcoin to liquidate all these shorts that are sitting here, you know. So, and this is again like over $500 million worth of short liquidations. And I reckon once we're getting here at $68,200, we are going to see that short squeeze and smash to $70,000 really quick, because beneath us there's nothing as yellow, so as bright as we see here. So it's not so interesting for a market maker to push it to the downside, you know, if all the liquidity is again stacked above us, at least as long as they don't want to push down to like $60,000, which I don't believe they are really interested in. And now let's also quick talk about the Bitcoin dominance. The Bitcoin dominance saw yesterday a nice move to the downside. Today we are bouncing here a little bit, but again, that's because Bitcoin is trying to break higher. But I still believe that we will see continuation. And remember what I told you, I want to see here like consolidation and then a move further to the downside. So basically what we are doing right now is looking really, really healthy to me when it comes to the Bitcoin dominance, that we slowly grinding here to the downside and giving ample opportunity first of all, to get into the altcoins, and also to not blast directly like 50, 100% in major altcoins in profits out, in percentage gains out, because as fast as they go up, as fast as they would also come down again, and that's what we don't want. For Ethereum also ranging here right now after we try to break $3,916, but also here I believe at some point, and we go into the 1 hourly chart, does not look so healthy when it comes to the indicators, at least not the stochastic RSI. MACD, normal RSI, I'm happy with that. And here you see also it's basically mimicking what Bitcoin is doing, just consolidating. But once Bitcoin is breaking here to the upside and breaking out of its range, Ethereum will follow. But you should remember the next big trade is the Ethereum trade. Watch yesterday's video if you don't know what I'm talking about. This is definitely one that you don't want to miss. Guys, I hope you make a lot of money right now in this market. Tomorrow I will be traveling once again. I will still make a video, and then finally after tomorrow I will be home again and can do everything properly. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget, smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you then again tomorrow.